Hey everybody, Chris the Cop here. Welcome back. Thanks for watching and definitely thank you for all your support. All right, got coffee with the cop here. Hold on here. I got already technical difficulties. This is dumb. Okay, there we go. All right. I was just trying to see how it would look on my phone for the first time, so I was going to watch myself, but I haven't even turned down the volume, so we'll just do it here. All right. Thanks for watching, or thanks for joining us with Coffee with the Cop. I think it's been a while. It's definitely been a while. We had a couple things come up with me and work, and then I know I got sick one day, so I am glad to be back, especially the fact that we are in December now. And Fox and I have a lot of cool things planned for the month of December. This is kind of like our month of co-op. And this is like the month where I co-op with actually you guys. I'm not going to be, I'm going to co-op with only cops, but my other co-oping is definitely going to be with you, the subscriber. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have some stuff on Discord. So you're going to definitely want to hit on over to Discord to get information about that. Because I know I personally want to do a co-op of SWAT 4. I want to do a co-op of Among Us. And any other games that may possibly come up that we can play together and just have that fun, record it, throw it on YouTube and so forth. So one of the things I did want to talk about is, hold on real quick, I want to do my pop out and chat real quick so I can watch that at the same time. One of the things I did want to talk about was the simple fact that you guys are seeing shorts right now. A lot of shorts being uploaded. Now, I do want to tell you what's going on with that. I had a company that reached out to me that offered to do my shorts, obviously for a certain fee. And they just been taking my old content and making it into shorts. Technically, the shorts were supposed to be done on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And so I was like, yeah, I'm looking at them. They're kind of okay. Fox has his opinion on as well. So I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to be discontinuing the shorts. And we're going to go a different route with YouTube Shorts, and we're going to make it actually, I think, a little bit. Well, I'm gonna say I know we're going to make it a little bit better. We're going to be bringing on GamerX with us, and we are going to have him, since he's a fan, help us to put the shorts together. And and if it looks good, it'll be great. So GamerX will be helping us out with that, which I really do appreciate. And GamerX actually, so you guys know, you definitely want to go on over to GamerX's channel. He has taken some of my content, obviously with my permission, and has made some shorts with it that are not shorts, but it has YouTube, anywhere between a 7 to 10 minute video of just some great stuff of my reactions in SWAT 4 and other stuff. And I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It is so funny to watch. And actually, Fox just reminded me, they're called funny moments. It is literally, if you guys want to laugh or you need a good laugh, Gamer has put some really good stuff together. So I do appreciate it. And that's hence the reason why I want to I want to get Gamer on board for shorts, because I think Gamer could put together a 1 minute funny highlight that we all will enjoy. So it will be coming. I definitely want to say hi to a few people that have already joined us, and don't forget to like if you are already here. So we have my trusty number one, Fox. We have another moderator, Space Saber. Let's see, we have Sergeant George Ishaka was here. I got another trusty moderator, Alfredo12044. Let's see, Yuki has joined us. Yuki, I just want to let you know for the record, you will not be co-oping. We are banning you from co-oping, so you don't even have to worry about it. I'm just kidding. We got Max. Hi again. All about that cyberpunk again. I will protect my Poland neighbors. They've done a great job. All right, Sergeant George. Co-op with fans will be dope. Thanks, man. I definitely. And here's the thing: is that December's kind of been that month, but I really think for the channel, the channel health, I think it would be actually good to maybe do co-op every other month and come up with something where we play every other month, or I play with you guys every other month. So once again, 2023 is around the corner, and I know Fox has his ideas, and we will definitely get together and come up with some cool stuff. So I think that will be definitely cool. Gamer Among Us. Can Chris lie really good? You know what? You got to watch the Gameology video. Watch the Gameology video that I played Among Us. Actually, with you guys, they filmed us playing all together, and maybe what we'll do is we'll send our version on over to Gameology and see if they want to upload it as well. Sergeant George said he's not a fan of shorts. Space, personally not a fan of shorts. Okay, see, there we go. There we go. And remember, this channel is for you guys. It's not for, other people. It's for what you guys like. And that's one of the things I think that separates me from other YouTubers. Ooh, what happened? I lost my chat. Oh, okay. Fox is doing something. I don't have my live chat anymore. How weird. Oh, top chat. Okay, I just have to switch among it. Okay, cool. That's actually a cool little function. I just learned something. All right, cool. Going back to this is that like other YouTubers they're doing everything that YouTube offers, everything that Twitch offers, and the one thing that we definitely want to do is what you guys want. And if shorts are not there, then you know what? So be it. We'll just get rid of that function. And we will, we'll do our thing. And that's one of the things I like about this is we do our thing. That's good for us. I actually get comments from people saying, I don't like your long form, or I don't like this. And it's just like, okay, well, you're definitely on the wrong channel, because this is what the people on this channel want. So that's what we keep on doing. Let's see. Claudius. Hello, how's it going? Let's see. Yuki, what did I do? Yuki, you were just Yuki. Hey, let's up there, Colorado. Bong Jovi. Good to see you, Chris. Your battle station is looking good these days. Hey, thank you very much. Max, good evening, everyone. And Fox doing our stuff there. I'm doing all right. Just trying to get up here. Actually, I've already had a cup of coffee, and I was not in the mood for a second cup of coffee, so I'm actually already drinking my Crystal Light. I'm trying to drink Crystal Light is like my drink of choice when it comes to having to take in water. Now I do drink water, but with Crystal Light, it's like there's not as much sugar in there. There's some other stuff that's probably not good for you, but it's kind of like my go-to drink when I just want to drink something. So yeah, I'm already done with coffee. I just had one cup and I wasn't feeling it for the second one. So, all right, let's see here. Ask a question. Let's go here and questions. Let's see here. We got nothing there yet. And then Fox says we have a list of questions already. So, hey, Fox, you want to throw some out there?
DMs.
Oh, my DMs. Okay, there's Fox DMs. Oh, shoot. All right. Okay, so Fox FO asks, why does Chris hate cats? Why does Chris hate cats? I don't really hate cats. Believe it or not, my first pet was a cat. I remember she actually died. She developed a tumor on her head. Wow, this is bringing back some memories. Shoot, I would say she was like 13 years old, I think, when she finally, no, I was 13 years old when she died. I can't remember when we got her. But I'm just not a fan of cats. I I don't know. To me, cats are just evil. They just lay around and they always seem to be manipulative and always thinking of something to do. But I'm a dog person. I've always been a dog person, and I love my dogs. But cats, yeah, I don't know. But then again, too, right now, we got a couple of rodents around the house, so I've actually been thinking about maybe it's time to get a cat. But the unfortunate part, where I live, we have coyotes. And I mean, just like I know there's a lot of people that have coyotes, but we have coyotes, and I don't think a cat would survive outside. An outdoor cat would not definitely survive outside, so... All right, Real One joined us. I hope you can tell what the investigator told you about Richard Ramirez. I asked you in a recent live, but you didn't have time. Please explain. So, Real One, see, here's the thing. I could take up weeks of Coffee with the Cop and talk about Richard Ramirez. And in regard to when you asked me that, I actually thought about meeting up with Gil Carrillo, which is a retired detective from LASD, one of the if not the main detective that investigated the Richard Ramirez serial killer. and thought about maybe doing a podcast with him, not a video podcast, but a podcast with him, and just kind of like ask those questions and then upload it. So I've actually been thinking about that. I'm going to reach out to Gil and see if he's willing to do that, and then maybe just take him out to lunch and do maybe a couple of 20-minute episodes with him, and just get like his perspective, like when he first got the case, what did he think, la da 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 da. But you know, in retrospect, what he was talking about was, you know, one of the things was this, it was this that, you know, the seriousness of the crime, you know, they knew that, you know, they had some type of serial killer out there, but he just had no leads, and that was the biggest thing. It was just like, and then dead bodies are showing up after dead body, and you know, it's just, you know, that's just and so there's a lot to like a lot to talk about. So send them a line. I'm sure they'll be able to handle coyotes, right? You're very cool, Chris. You seem like someone I would high five or something. That's cool. Thank you very much there, Teal Star 3. I really do appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's take a look at our next question. Fractured RNA asks, I would like to share a situation that involved an arrest with a suspect. I was on the way home through the subway after campus and noticed there was a shoplifting in progress. Not sure whether it was a robbery. I didn't see any weapon. Just so you know, a robbery does not require a weapon, first of all. A robbery is through force and fear. So if you fear, if a suspect comes up to you and says, give me your property, and you fear that suspect and you give him your property, that is a robbery. So a suspect does not have to have a weapon or show you a weapon to commit a robbery. So just there you go right there. Another civilian decided to be a good Samaritan and stop the suspect while security informed our subway patrol units, Metro Police in Montreal, and they came in the nick of time to intervene by drawing their service weapons and taking him to custody. Now, here's my question. They didn't appear to have any tasers on their holsters, but if they did, what's the general rules of engagement on when to draw your service weapon or when you should draw the less lethal or vice versa? Again, sorry if it sounds ridiculous saying this crime is afoot. I'm just a civ, so I don't know better. Okay, so in Montreal, obviously in Canada, I have no idea what the rules of engagement would be for Canada, but here in the United States, we have this nice little case law called Graham versus Connor. We're allowed to use that force necessary to effective arrest, to escape someone from, to stop someone from escaping, to protect ourselves, and to protect others. That use of force is dependent on the officer's opinion and how they feel. So if I'm in a situation where I feel I need to draw my service weapon, I'm within the law to do so. If it's a situation where I feel that I can use my baton, my pepper spray, my taser, all of those are available to me as well. It just all depends on the actual situation. But in the United States of America, there is no rule that says you have to do this before you pull your service weapon. If you think your service weapon is the first tool to use during that encounter, then so be it. If it's a robbery in progress, I'm pulling my gun out. We are going to let this suspect know that we mean business, and we're going to take him down fast, so that way we prevent any type of physical altercation, and because we know physical altercations look horrible on camera, so there's no reason for that. If we can put someone down fast and hard, get them handcuffed with very little physical interaction, so be it. And sometimes that just takes a gun in your face. So there you go. Let's see here. Let's get back to some stream stuff, then we'll hop on over to another question. Let's see here. Let's see. Send him a line. Better Alfredo, send him the Roadrunner, right? Game Rex. Yes, Fox. Let me send him a big cat lion to the house, right? Does Toshi, any plans for Christmas? Yes, actually, we celebrate Christmas Eve here in my house. And we will be having a Christmas family get-together. And then I'm off on Christmas Day, which is kind of the first time for the last, I believe, 5 years. I worked both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, as well as New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So this is going to be a nice treat to be off for Christmas Eve and be with my family. Are you a fan of Roadrunner from Looney Tunes? I actually am. I love Looney Tunes, so there you go. Actually, if you guys saw the inside of my house, both my wife and I are both major fans of Looney Tunes. And we have artwork from the original Looney Tunes cartoons of when we grew up, and they're they're all over our house. So it actually is pretty cool. My wife's a big Pepe Le Pew fan, so she has quite a few Pepe Le Pew artwork on the walls, especially in our bedroom, since that's it's Pepe. So let's see here. Real One says, I have a question. If you're accused of a crime and get reported and interviewed, how long can the police drag a case until you get a verdict? Well, there's no such thing as dragging a case. An investigation is an investigation. On a misdemeanor, we have so much time to investigate a case, and on a felony, we have so much time to investigate a case. So it just depends on the statute of limitations. But remember, once a case is filed with the district attorney's office and it goes to court, that's where things get dragged out, because depending on if you waive your right to a speedy trial, a case can take 1, 2, 3 years. So that just depends on once it gets past the district attorney's office and filing. So there you go. Let me see. The official DK, how harsh is first training to gain your license? Like what license? So let's let me know about that. So let's jump on over back to our Discord questions. Frosty J Medic asks, any workout tips for physical abilities test? Any workouts to prep for a PAT exam? Yes. So I would actually say, and we just did it. I just did it with ShiftFire. Is do the National Tactical Officers Association physical agility test, or go to their website. It's called NTOA. Go to their website. They have a physical fitness program there for law enforcement, and it gets people ready for the physical agility test for SWAT. Now, if you could pass the physical agility test for SWAT, you're going to definitely pass any PAT. So I would recommend going on to NTOA's webpage, take a look at their physical fitness program that they have, and try to implement it in your daily routine. Now, if anything, the best thing that you could possibly do is do the CrossFit style workouts. Doing the old just static weightlifting or doing running, that just doesn't work. You got to do the mobility type. I think it's called the HIIT training, high intensity workouts, or the high intensity training, HIIT training. That would be really good. Okay, so because you, as a law enforcement officer, you definitely have to have both strength and cardio, and HIIT training is specific for that. I believe there's a cat in your DMs. Thanks, Fox. I know you did upload something, so I'll take a look at that. Any DC movies you've seen recently? This is from Satoshi. No, actually I have not. I just noticed though on the Stream Network, or not the Stream Network, but the movie network that I have movies purchased on, that they have just recently put a sale on Krypton, that I think it was the Krypton the series, season 1 and season 2. So I might purchase that to watch it. I'm just a huge DC fan. I don't care if it sucks or not. I watch them. Well, heck, guys, I'm in B movies myself. I'm in independent films, and sometimes those are just the best. Excuse me. Sometimes those are just the best stories, because it's people who are trying to break into the industry. So that's why I show a lot of love towards independent film and B-rated content, because I think it's sometimes can be good. And like I said, I don't take I don't listen to critics and they say, oh, don't go watch this. I'm going to judge it for myself. So but yeah. Hey Chris, what's your opinion on fat cops? I'm talking 300 pounds. You know what? I don't. Here it is, Brady. I don't judge people. Everybody has to live their own life, and there's probably a reason why they're 300 pounds. It could be a physical problem. It could be a thyroid problem. It could be just sheer laziness. But I'll tell you what. I don't think that. I think it's unhealthy for them to be that weight. I mean, on a professional standpoint, I think it's very unhealthy to them to be that way. But I'm not going to judge them, and I'm not going to offer an opinion of them, because that's their life, and they got to decide on what's good for them. If they ask me in my opinion, I would tell them, hey man, you know what, you may want to get a little bit of cardio in, because it's not so much your time being a cop. It's like when you finally retire, what kind of lifestyle are you going to live after that? Because it's all about getting to the end and living a life. You do your bit for God and country, and it's all about just getting getting to the end and living the rest of your life in a comfortable manner. So like I said, I don't judge other people, and so that's how I feel. Saber, I was doing football American workouts to get ready for the season. Yeah, exactly, Saber. Those are really good. Sergeant George Ishcock, how do you feel when you found out Live PD was coming back as patrol? I did not know that. I did some work for the company, the parent company of Live PD. It was going to be called Bounty Hunter Live, and we shot 3 episodes. So maybe the series that I was going to be in might be coming back. So let's cross our fingers. That's actually great news. Cool. Okay, let's go on. We got some previous questions here. Then I'm gonna jump back over to the score. So let's go with Craig. Chris, can a cop in the U.S. when I was not born there but moved when I'm 18? Can I be a cop in U.S. when I was not born? Yes, Craig. You just have to be a naturalized citizen. That's it. So yeah, this just got to be a citizen of the United States, and you could definitely be a cop. We have people who were born in other countries. I work with many police officers that were born in Mexico, Guadalajara, where else? Some of the Central American countries. And they're American citizens and they're police officers. So yes, absolutely. Simbinho asks, when you pull over a bunch of motorcycle bikers, if they don't have helmets, even if they're in a motorcycle, would you pull over a bunch of motorcycle bikers if they don't have helmets, even if they're in a motorcycle gang? Well, first of all, I've never come across that situation. Our motorcycle gangs ride with their helmets. They don't want to be pulled over. They know that if they don't have their helmet, they're going to get pulled over by law enforcement, and that's the last thing they want to do. They don't want to have any interaction with us, so they will obey the rules of the road to avoid having any law enforcement interaction. But if they were breaking the law, if it was a group of them breaking the law, yeah, absolutely. They're not above. I'm not scared of them. It's like they're a motorcycle gang. I deal with gang members. When I was still in patrol services, I dealt with gang members all the time. So, yeah. And you should be a little scared though. Scared keeps you razor sharp. Keeps your skills up. Reminds you that you can get hurt, so you don't want to get complacent. I'm gonna jump back on over here. We got one in chat from Brady Killman. What's the biggest male or female you ever had a fight with? I've taken on some big guys. 6 something, 200 to 300 pounds, all muscle. So, yeah. So it's just things I don't really, like put in the back of my memory. Because even a small suspect can hurt you. A small person can still hurt you. Because they maybe know how to fight. They know how to ground fight. They maybe have karate, so. Okay, so let's see here. Real one. So I got their Sergeant George. Real one. Wait, if you get reported, does statute of limitations still work? I thought it's over, meaning you have to wait until the investigation is over. No, statute of limitation is from the time the crime is committed. Law enforcement only has so long to investigate the crime and bring the crime to the district attorney's office, and then from there, the court be adjudicated by a judge. So there's a statute of limitations. Satoshi says, Krypton is a TV show. Man of Steel is a good movie. Shazam is another two. I watched Man of Steel and Shazam. I still have not seen Krypton. I remember Krypton coming. I remember seeing the trailers for Krypton, but I never got to watch it. Obviously, they only did 2 seasons and canceled it, but I'm still willing to watch it. Stochi is on my bucket list. I have not watched Gotham or Supergirl. I've thought about it, but I have not yet. Any plans to see Black Adam? Yes, I will definitely be watching Black Adam eventually. When I finally get around to him, and I finally get some time to sit down and do that. Right, let's get a little juice here. Yes, Fox.
We got 2 voice requests.
All right, let me give me a quick minute. Let me get down this list, and then we'll call it. We'll go do the voice. Can I have a question? What is your favorite gun to use when doing a raid? The M4. Let's see. Have you ever been in a situation a criminal roused more sympathy than his victim during your detective career? Yes, absolutely yes. Yes, I've had criminals that have made me feel bad that they were being criminals. Yes, I think it's only human. Fox says we have 2 questions. Okay, all right, Fox, let's go with that because I got Alfredo. I'm going to leave it right here where Alfredo's at. So yes, let's do that.
Okay. So we got Garrett.
Hey, what's up, Garrett? Hey, Garrett.
You might have went AFK.
Okay. Next person? Do I have to click on anything? I don't have to click on anything, right?
Nope.
Okay.
We got Star.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, what's up?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, but you see, recently I've had my suspicions. You say you're a cop, right?
I say I'm a cop.
Yeah, you say you're a cop, but I've had my suspicions, you know. I'm just here to test if that's true, you know. I want to test you.
Okay.
Can you spell FBI for me?
Good one. So we got jokes, huh?
No jokes. There are a few actually. Just first one, spell FBI.
FBI. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, can you now spell Colonel?
Colonel? Colonel.
That's wrong. It's actually Kernel.
Oh, well, you didn't specify which colonel.
Well, you're wrong. And now now to yes or no questions.
All
Donuts?
Right. Yes.
Do you like pina coladas?
No.
What? Okay, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Sorry, we're still on yes or no questions there.
I just said, what's my favorite color?
Yeah, yes or no.
What's my favorite color?
Yep, yes or no.
How's that yes or no?
Well, I'm the one here asking questions.
Okay. No.
Okay, great. And now to my actual serious question. Do you think justice really exists?
Yes, actually, yes, it does. But we don't always get it.
I see. Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay. That was interesting. All right, I'm going to jump on over here to Poofy. Oh my gosh, we got a question from Poofy. Poofy asks, let's say you hypothetically decide to retire today. Would you be able to purchase your SIG MCX or your MP5 from your department for your own personal collection? Would you ever come to Canada and visit me in Toronto? Dinner with me. Dinner will be on me. So the only thing that they may allow me to purchase is my handgun. We have done that for retirees, but everything else, it would be a no. Would I ever come to Toronto? I would definitely come to Toronto on vacation. And yes, I would definitely come visit you and definitely let you buy me dinner or lunch. So yes. Let's get this last question on the way on Discord side, and then we'll jump back over to chat. McFreeman asks, painting corners in real life, would you take a quick peek around it? Is strafe walking like... Okay, wait. Oh, pieing. I apologize. Pieing corners in real life. Yes, we pie corners all the time. I mean, it's a skill taught to patrol officers. So, yes, pieing is a real thing. So, yes. Would you take a quick peek around it? Yes, will you do quick peeks? Is a strafe walking like in video games realistic? Yes, it is. Or do you like peekaboo with tilting your body? I'm not a big peekaboo type of person. I just don't want to stick my melon out there. This was in the first tutorial video of Ready or Not made by Chris with the shoot house. Yes, I remember that. But he did both methods and did not really explain why he did both. The reason why I showed both methods was... it just all depends on your personal tactics and what your team uses. Some teams will do certain things that other teams will not. So it's just really all about what your teams will do. So, but yeah, I actually have thought about going back and doing an update, to Ready or Not. So we shall see. Let me see. Okay, so I think that's it for that. And if Fox has anything else, we will see. And, okay. So, all right. Let's get back to chat. And I see we have a question. I think we have a question up there. But let's see here. El Salvador. I think we have a detective or two from El Salvador. So, all right, Fox. There we go. Alfredo. I thought I heard that CHP was not requiring you to be a U.S. citizen now. I don't think the CHP can do that, because it is a state of California thing. I know they were thinking about doing that. I think there's some legislation on the governor's desk to do away with the citizen requirement, but I don't think he signed it yet. Hey, Chris, what is your opinion on the Robb Elementary School massacre? I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about the Robb Elementary School massacre. So I know I heard something about it, but I have not looked into it. So I've just kind of been busy doing my own thing right now. So sometimes I don't even get up with current events, to be honest with you guys. Gotham is really good. I got that. I got that Gotham is really good. So let's see here. People saying Gotham's good. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up to Thomas Collins? Saber, I can't find my glasses. Literally, okay. Brian Ferguson, howdy Chris. Just stopping by to say hi and have a blessed day, bro. Hey, thanks, Sound Brian. I really appreciate that. I wonder what Josh is going to ask. Is Josh in chat?
He's right here in voice channel.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's put him on.
The second he said, "I don't want to stick my melon out there," I was like, "Have you seen your head? If you are a quick peek, you might as well."
You're such a jerk. Why did I take your question? Just
no, hey, my big question was going to be, when are you coming back to Tactical Tuesday?
I think it's this Tuesday, to be honest with you.
Ooh. Hey, do you have a supporters edition already or not?
I think Fox was working on that for me, right, Fox?
No, I texted you.
It was what?
It was a mistake from.
Oh, no, I can actually get it though. Is that what you guys? What's supporters edition get us?
So they just did an alpha release, and there's like 3 or 4 new levels, and then they have like updated AI behavior. It's actually pretty cool. I played a little bit of it last night.
Oh, okay.
And it's the Void devs. Get this: of all the places the Void devs could have gone, they went to Whiskey's channel.
Are you serious?
Yes, they went to Whiskey's channel live on during stream, and gave him stream keys.
Oh my God! Are you? Oh my God! Okay, I'm upset. I am so upset right now. I am actually going to go to Discord on their channel and tell them, WTF? We haven't.
I kid you not. It was us, SWAT, and Whiskey, and we had a handful of other people with us. And live, he was like, "Oh my God, the Void devs just got in my chat." I was like, "What?" I was like, "There's anybody?" And of course, we harassed him like we always do. And they go and they PM him and they give him 5 stream keys. So 5 keys for the game.
Oh, that, you know what? That sounds about right for all of us, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it was karma at the very least. But I don't have any police related questions. But
oh well, I'm gonna I'll get the supporter edition then, so that way we're good on Tuesday. I think I'm going to be good because that is supposed to be my last week of teaching. However, it's finals. And I believe I'm just going to have their final uploaded online, and they just take it because it's easier for grading. You know, that as soon as they finish the test, they have their score. So I think that's what I'm going to be leaning towards, which means I get to play.
Oh, well, in that case, I do have a question for. So when I became a police officer back in 2017, my department required a bachelor's degree. What do you think the difference in people that get an education specifically for law enforcement and people that don't, and how would you feel about raising the minimum age to become a police officer to 25? That's my question.
Okay, so I'm first of all, I don't believe that you should be 21 years of age with a high school diploma. That's my first thing. I know that's the prerequisite here in the state of California, but I don't agree with it. I believe that you should have a bachelor's degree, and if not a bachelor's degree, a certain amount of units, like equal to a bachelor's degree, because I know there are those people who just keep going to school, but they haven't focused yet on any particular topic. But I think it should be at least 60 units minimum, and then 25 years of age. Because you and I both know when we were not 25, we were just rambunctious. I mean, we really were. And I became a cop at 27. And I think that's why...
26?
What's that?
I said I was 26.
Yeah, see, because you had a bachelor's degree, because you had to go to school for 3 to 4 years minimum to get that bachelor's degree. So that's the part I agree about, where school makes you be a little bit older. And then, too, usually, I think for most people, you know, the first couple of years maybe your parents pay for, but those last couple of years is kind of on you. So now you're getting that responsibility. And I just think it kind of says something that you're able to finish something, you're able to dedicate yourself to something. And the other part that I will jump on is that I'm a real big believer in minimum requirements. I think every position should have, when you want to go to the next position, the next rank, there should be minimum qualifications and minimum standards. Because in my opinion, when you don't have that, that's when those people are going to fail. They may not fail right away, but they're going to fail. There is something to say about experience, about knowledge, about education, about paying your dues. There's a lot to say about that, and I just wish that departments would subscribe to that. And I know we don't. My department, we don't subscribe to that, to a minimum qualifications. I mean, at one time we did, but in the last 5 years we have gotten away from those. We've gotten away from what you should have to be a captain, what you should have to be a lieutenant. I have old flyers that show what we should have. And if you look at the standards, like if you look at other departments, when they're looking for a lieutenant, or when they're looking for a sergeant, lieutenant, captain, chief, they'll tell you what the minimum standards are. It just seems like we should get on one page, so that way we know we have the properly trained people doing those jobs. I always I had a really good friend who used to say, learn your craft. Learn your craft. And but people are so willing to, I want to go here, I want to go here. Why don't you learn to be a good patrol cop first? And then when you go to the detectives, why don't you learn to be a good detective? And then when you go to corporal, why don't you learn to be a good corporal? But everyone just wants to jump around and get to the highest rank possible without paying their dues. And I cannot agree with that. And you and I both know, Josh, that sometimes we just got to swallow that pill, because it's just it's decisions that are beyond our pay grade.
And I'll kind of and then I'll get out of the chat so you can go and address everybody else. But I will say to that, on minimums, I think a lot of that should be experience-based, and not just I've been here for so many years, but hey, I've made felony arrests, I've served warrants, I've done detective work, I've done, you know what I mean, PTO stuff.
Yeah.
Shown good moves and shown capability. Because leadership qualities, I used to always feel this way about corporals, is that we had some corporals that were 2 or 3 year officers.
Oh.
And it was on super slow sides of town where they had nothing better to do, right? And I was so they went to PTO schools and other corporals. Have they ever demonstrated leadership qualities?
Right.
Have they ever demonstrated, who would sign off on this person demonstrating any level of proficiency past a standard police officer, right? And that frustrated me to all get out. And then you'd start to get sergeants that, they 5-6 year sergeants, but they were PTOs for 2 seconds. They were PTOs that nobody wanted to work with, right?
Yeah.
And then the rookies that they would kick out were typically very deficient in certain, and it was apparent to everybody. It pretty quickly. You're what do you mean you don't know how to write a warrant for a blood draw? What do you mean?
Right.
All this kind of stuff. What do you mean you can't articulate PC for an arrest? It's not that complicated. These are easy cop things that you should be doing. Versus, especially when you get to your level, you're talking about allocating resources. You're talking about figuring out who's going to work best in a 2-man unit. You're talking about navigating interpersonal issues while being a police officer on top of that. All of that not only comes from experience, but also you have to demonstrate some level of, I can do that. Because there's soft skills that aren't necessarily in the playbook for everybody, for leadership. There's a lot of stuff like that that's harder to kind of quantify in just a basic minimum versus saying hey, I have, Chris here that has demonstrated that not only is he willing to go and do things, he was willing to go and make. You could see that he was busy. You could see he made arrests. You could see he's saved people's lives on duty. You could see he's done these things. This is the type of officer you want to be modeling your other officers on. So of course he's the person that's going to be more likely to get promoted because he's going to affect the overall culture of the police department. So I think it's harder to quantify some of those things, but I think those should be requisite. And there should be not because I said so in an interview, but hey, he's got this many merits of, exercising use of force and doing it not like a dumbass. There's a lot of these small things that I think really should go into.
Well,
but thank you for your live stream. Thank you for answering questions for people. You are a great liaison for the law enforcement community.
I appreciate it, Josh. Now, hopefully I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yes. Let me know. I'll bug you, and if not,
I'll text you after the stream because I'll bring you up to some speed on some other current events going on.
All right, just let me know.
All right, cool. Thanks.
You guys have a great rest of your
Fox, I think we have Garrett back. No. Fox?
Yes.
Y'all can hear me, and I can hear you guys now.
Okay, what's up, Garrett?
What's up? I wanted to ask about, do you ever have this Police simulator.
Have you ever had what?
Police simulator.
I can't hear that last thing you're saying.
Police simulator.
Have I ever had it?
Police simulator.
Police simulator. I don't. Hey Garrett, I don't know if you're asking me if I ever played Police Simulator.
I wanted to ask about. Remember what I said earlier about the story you told me about that officer? You know, in that first test, you lost your baton.
Oh yeah,
You had
yeah.
guy with the spray.
Right.
I was asking about that. I wanted to tell you tell that story to the fans out there. 'Cause I remember hearing it. I don't.
Well, I was going to actually talk a little bit more about.
It's doing it.
Yeah, I was.
It's doing the sound, no sound trick again.
Yeah, I know. You're coming in.
I got it. I know what it is.
Yeah, you're coming in.
Hang on a minute, Chris.
It's a bit of a hot mic.
Yeah, stand by, Chris.
All right, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go on here with the other ones. Let's see here. Alfredo says, "What's your favorite color?" It's green. I think it's just because I love the Green Lantern. See, John Pride is there movies and TV shows that most close to real police? I think the only TV show that I've ever seen is oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the name of it now. It's the LAPD one.
You don't have to correct it, but I can hear you now. Can't let me say because I didn't get to hear what you said because my phone was not working up to get. I fixed it.
Hey Garrett, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be talking about another story. So stay tuned for that one. Okay.
And I thought Food Simulator, it's a game I recommend to you. I just started it, and it's like being a real cop almost. But if you don't follow the rules, you get back.
Oh, and you're talking about the game Police Simulator?
Yeah, you played it.
I think if we've talking about the same game, yes, I played it. Actually, I have quite a few videos on Police Simulator. It's just a tough game for me to play because it's just kind of that's like it's just I'm looking for a little bit more action, and it's just kind of like so yeah. But we have actually quite a few. We have quite a few videos on Police Simulator.
I wanted to see them because I'm playing now Xbox right now, and I'm trying to do the speed trap thing, and I always try to catch them in the freaking my thing. I have to pull my taser out.
Okay.
It's a lot like parking ticket simulator.
Yeah.
We get killed. I really, and the robbery business, let me tell you guys, it was a shooting here in Texas. It was so sad. We lost some good people. Like, it was like a mental incident.
Yeah, Garrett, you're gonna have to work on your mic because on my end, I'm having a tough time hearing you, man.
I know, I'm sick, that's why.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Well, thanks for joining. We're gonna jump into and get some more questions answered before I start getting really, really behind. All right. So we were sitting here. Gosh dang it! I was trying to think of that LAPD show that I think is the most well. And to watch movie-wise is probably the closest, and it's the other one. Oh my gosh, what's the LAPD one that's no longer on? They only did like 4 seasons. Anybody?
When was it made?
A couple years ago. I know Josh and Bill have done a couple of breakdowns on it. Oh my gosh, it had the guy.
Oh, he put it in there.
Southland, yes, there, Southland, yes. So Southland's about to, yeah, Southland. They did a really good job. I know they had a lot of LAPD people that they were consulting with. So some of their stories are really right on. Some of the things that they do. So I would say I would give Southland about a 90-10, 90 realistic, 10% Hollywood, and the same thing with End of Watch. Let's see here, Totashi. I like Toronto. My family and dad's side lives there. Okay, we already talked about that. Who says no to free food? We'll get back to your voice ASAP. Max, sorry, my area, it's a Saturday evening, so I'll have a beer with a cop instead of coffee. Hey, cheers. Right on. Octane Gamer, hello, Officer Chris. How you doing? I'm doing great. Real one. So if there's a statute of limitation, it's still a thing, an activation. I think we already answered that. So after the time is over and the police don't end the investigation, what can you do? Nothing. If statute of limitations are over, statute of limitations are over. There is nothing they can do. They got away with it, and it happens all the time. We have Wolf has something in Russian, so I'll have to take a look at that later. Chris, what is the most arrests you did in one day? Gosh, maybe 3 or 4. I think that'd be about 3 or 4. Let me see. Thomas Collins, I have a question. Would you ever do a video game of being a cop, like getting in your police car and all that stuff? Yeah, if someone wants to hire me to be in a video game, I'll definitely do that. Rob Elementar's Uvalde shooting. Okay, Alfredo, thanks, man. I just, like, Uvalde didn't even clue in what the school actually was. Bad situation. Leadership, police leadership screwed up. And there's a lot of lessons to learn from that. Definitely a lot of lessons to learn from that. I was one of the biggest people that would go around saying that law enforcement's ready for an active shooter in the school. We know what to do. This proved that we're not all on the same page, and this means is that we do got to get on the same page. So that, unfortunately, is a sad lesson to learn at the cost of kids' lives. It's just horrible. Real one, Chris, what is your opinion on police officers policing their own neighborhoods where the people know them? That's what I do. The city I work in is a city I grew up in. The city that I grew up in, my family has been there for 100 plus years. So I'm all for it. I think it's the best thing because you know the people. You know what they want. You know what they don't want. You are one of them. You are that community. There was no outsider that could ever come into a city and say, we know how to police for you. The people within, and we do it, but when you are actually working in the same city you grew up in, you know what your people want and expect out of you. So I think it is one of the best formulas. Satoshi, do you follow any sports besides San Francisco 49ers? Nope, that is it. So I don't even know how the Americans are doing in soccer. I hear they're doing well, but I can really care less. Whiskey doing the thing now. Yeah, Whiskey's gonna take off, right? Whiskey's channel's gonna take off. He's gonna be like the go-to person that all these games go to. That would be funny.
Oh God, no. That'd be terrifying.
Hey, you never know, man. You never know. I just think it's funny that they. It's like.
Yeah, what were you WTFing me about? What happened?
You?
Yeah, you said. What do you mean me? You sent WTF in the.
Because Josh said they went to your channel and gave you 5 stream keys. I was like, what?
Yeah, they came out of nowhere and did that. Well, and then I got told, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he already has it. I was like, oh okay, no big deal then. So I just kind of gave him out to the guys, and I was like,
that's awesome though. That is awesome though.
It was a pretty cool experience, I would say.
I know as a content creator, I do appreciate when the devs reach out because we're doing videos for them. We're doing videos of their games because I know I've talked to the devs. Actually, I've had voice conversation because the devs in 0 Hour in Bangladesh, and then I've had interaction with obviously Ready or Not. Their main consultant, I believe, is a San Diego SWAT member. And then the developer though, the actual guy, the developer lives in Australia. So him and I just missed. We were supposed to have lunch together. I was actually supposed to go down to San Diego and meet with the devs, but I forget what happened, but he ended up going back home to Australia. So he lives in Australia, the main guy. And when he comes back, we talked about meeting together. And then I know Police Ticket Simulator. I did some work for them actually. They're a German company, I believe, and I went through all of the dialogue. They gave me a spreadsheet of all of their dialogue, and I told them what was realistic in America. And I don't know if they've ever used what I gave them, but I actually worked with them. So I think like going back to what I was gonna say is that it's cool when they actually come to your channel. It like feels like you get a little bit of validation on what you're doing. So I know how that feels, Whiskey. It feels cool, huh?
Oh, it was an experience. Because I looked at the name, whatever you done, I was like, oh, there's no way. That's not really a real person. And I was like, he's like scammy or whatever. And then I looked at the name. I was like, I've heard that name before. I 100% have heard that name before. And I look it up. I was like, oh, that's the COO. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, wait a minute.
That's so cool. I'm so happy for you, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Like I said, I know how that feels, and it's a great feeling. And the cool part, though, that means that they're going to be keeping an eye on on your channel as well. And I'll be honest, some of your videos, I actually enjoy watching your videos because I love your editing. You do a really good job on your editing, especially when you do your close-ups of you or your close-ups of stuff going wrong. And I think probably that's what they appreciate as well. So you just never know. You just never know.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Well, and especially with our little community situation we got going here, I think we're making a name for ourselves, you know, especially you with your 70K now. You're 70K. Look at you. Congratulations.
Hey,
awesome.
Thanks. It's all luck, brother. All luck, man. Blessed.
Awesome. I'll leave the stage for you now, but you have a good one, okay?
Hey,
by the way, that Russian means hello, so there you go.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Thanks, Whiskey. Hopefully I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Heck yeah, man. We'll see you there.
All right, man. See ya. Well, everybody, that was Whiskey68. Head on over to his channel and definitely give him a subscribe and a like. I can honestly say I like Whiskey's videos. We obviously play on Tuesdays together, but I like his editing. He does a really good job at editing. And as a matter of fact, I want to get with Whiskey later on offline, and I've been meaning to, but my whole personal life, my whole personal and professional life has just been like very, very hectic. I mean, that's why you haven't been seeing a lot of content from me lately. Is just that I have so much going on. I literally I'm like having one day off type of thing. Like this whole week was just was super busy. I remember telling my wife, like, man, I haven't even had a chance to slow down. I had to go over here to, as a matter of fact, I think on Wednesday I put like 250 miles on my car. I had to go to Riverside, do some stuff over there, and then I had to drive all the way across town to Signal Hill, and I did some shooting with Shiftfire. And then I had to drive all the way home, and it was just like, it was a long freaking day. And I was planning on doing content creation on Wednesday when I got home, but it just was not in me, man. I had to get some rest and so forth. But Whiskey does a great job. He's some great funny videos, and I love the fact that his channel's growing. I love the fact he's part of Tactical Tuesday, and like he said, this nice little cool community. So part of this community, Only Cops, Whiskey68, SWAT Theory, External Jet. Guys gotta, definitely give them a little sub and some love on liking their videos. So it does help them grow, and it helps keeps them motivated. That's one of the things, the reason why I keep coming back, guys. There have been times where I thought about, you know what, I think I'm done with content creation. I think I'm done with YouTubing. And then I look at comments from you guys, and it's just like, I got to keep going. Some of you just, you reach out and you say, man, your video got me through this weekend, or you know what, I just wanted to be numb this weekend, and I binged your SWAT 4 theory series, and it's just like, wow, that made me feel good. That makes me feel good, and that's hence the reason why I keep coming back. And that's why I tell you guys, man, comment. Throw your comments. I love reading the comments. I just love reading them. And as you guys all know, I will respond to every new comment on every video, unless you're a troll. So, all right. Octane Gamer. Hey, first, Fox, do we have any voice? Fox?
Yeah, we do. We have Poofy and Yuki.
Oh, put Poofy through.
The two, who would you?
Poofy. Then I'll deal with Yuki. Oh, Poofy, you there?
Honk, honk, hello.
What's going on, Poof?
Been a while. Have you been?
I've been well. Busy, super busy, but health-wise, I'm doing good. I can't complain because you know what? There's been a couple of times where I thought I was getting sick. Well, I did get sick there for a while, but since then, I think because I did get sick, I'm like over it. But yeah. So, but no, I'm doing well. How about yourself? Staying healthy?
I'm okay. I'm a little sick right now.
Oh, okay. Not good.
So, no, just didn't have any questions. Just wanted to hop on and say hi.
Oh, I appreciate that. You're gonna.
I know you're definitely lying about 60. I know you hate him. Stop lying. Okay. Oh Lord. How is it? How's it in California so far? Everything going well over there?
It finally cooled down, so that which a lot of people don't. I don't know if they know, but it takes California a while to cool down. I mean, we were wearing shorts in November, and the beginning of November, and then the weather just changed. It started raining. For us, it's cold. I mean, California, this is, and when I mean cold, 50 degrees. I know in other places that's like summer, but here in California, that is cold for us. When we actually have to put on a jacket to go outside, that's cold for us. So, it's good. It's work's been busy. I mean, it's been crazy busy. And but you know what though, I got a lot of things going on in the back channel, which probably like next Tuesday, if you guys are around, you'll hear some of it. But I'm contemplating contemplating a couple of different options I have. I got some cool projects in the works, some personal projects in the works, so I'm really kind of excited over what's going to happen. Kind of a couple of setbacks at work last couple of months, but you know what? I'm like that big proponent of fail. No one ever fails. You learn, you get back up, and you keep going. So
good to hear, man. Good to hear. Oh yeah, I noticed you answered my question. So before on the Discord thing, but yeah, well, let me know whenever you ever come to Toronto, and I'll get you a drink and dinner on me.
It sounds good. Hey, I got every reason to go to Toronto. So hey, how far is Fox from Toronto? Fox, how far are you from Toronto?
Too far.
I'm like above your state zone.
Okay. All right.
No, because yeah.
Cool.
Fox
No.
is like East Coast, and then I'm West Coast.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see how that works. All right. Well, hey, yeah, definitely. That's I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to be honest with you. I think next year you're going to see me having a lot more time to do stuff like that. So just take that as a hint.
For sure.
All right, cool. Thanks, Boof. Thanks again for all your support, man. I love you.
Love you, man. Take care.
You too. All right, let's see here. Let's go back to a couple of questions, and we'll get to Yuki. Whiskey doing the thing now, huh? Okay, so Octane, Chris, was the business between you and Gameology perfect? I mean, I've seen your SWAT 4 reaction video on Gameology channel. It's an amazing video. Chris, was the business between you and Gameology perfect? I love Gameology, guys. Oh, I have nothing negative to say about Gameology. I love Gameology. They have been so good to me. They have helped me grow my channel. I will always be loyal to Gameology. When they need me to do videos, I am always there for them, and I will never say no to them. And so there we go. Okay, John Pride, I've heard you are married. How's your wife handle the fact that your husband's risking her life every day? You'd have to ask her that. I know she doesn't like it. But she's been supportive, and she's always been there for me, and she's had to live with some sleepless nights where I didn't come home. She had to deal with when I was involved in officer-involved shooting. So, it's probably been a little tough on her. I could see the age requirement, but I don't see the degree requirement. Maybe, Alfredo, maybe one day you will, because I didn't either. I think maybe one day you will. Just keep an open mind. Brady Kilman, hey Chris, what does your wife think about you being a police officer? She supports it, and she's not, I think in the back of her mind she's worried, but she sure doesn't show it. Space, a uni degree, that sucks. Okay. Alfredo, honestly, with the colleges, I don't see myself getting a degree anytime soon. I do agree with you, Alfredo. College has really changed a lot. I don't agree with the way current college is, so I do agree with you that. Let's see, Space, freeze. Okay, I think we're good. Have you ever done shoot, don't shoot drill? Yes, we have. We do it all the time, as a matter of fact. Every time we do range shooting, we do don't shoot drills. You have to incorporate don't shoot drills. You can't just have shoot drills. You got to have don't shoot drills. And no, it's clearly the rookie. Shut the hell up, Fredo. Let's see. I was gonna say that Southland. Okay, I'm really behind. Okay, Southland. Okay, almost. Okay, so Danger. Hey, Danger, thanks for that super chat. I just saw it right now, brother. Oh man, gosh, I'm sorry about that. Hey Chris, how are you? I'm almost at the end of the year and I have to ask, have you gotten a chance to see Ambulance? I have not, but I want to watch Ambulance from the EMT perspective because as many of you know, I'm a paramedic of 30 years. I really don't care about the police perspective. I want to see what they do with Ambulance, the whole EMT thing, because no one has done a really good capture what paramedics and what private EMTs and paramedics do. So I would love to see some show that really just shows the trial and tribulations of EMTs and paramedics. They had plenty of fire shows, plenty of cop shows, but no one has really gotten into what it's like to be an EMT or a paramedic. And they can actually go back into time and have a show of the 70s and 80s to capture that essence of what those people were doing for minimum wage. It would be I think it would be a great show. Josh Street Justice, I love it. Real one, but if the investigation is over, don't you have to send an official report to the perpetrator? No, you do not. You do not have to send anything to the suspect. The suspect needs to get a lawyer to see the actual reports. Hey, thanks again, Danger, for the super chat, and I thank Fox for thanking you. Let's see. What is your favorite DC Universe superhero? Green Lantern. Right here. It's all Green Lantern, ladies and gentlemen. Everything right here is Green Lantern in front of me. It literally, I have a Green Lantern comic book, Green Lantern trading card, Green Lantern statue, Sideshow Green Lantern superpowers, Green Lantern Funko, Green Lantern, I don't know, poster. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff up there, Green Lantern. So Green Lantern's my favorite. You script my question. Broly, throw your question back out there. Actually, I don't see a Broly question. I do not see a Broly question. Meter Man, yeah, Brady, right? Max, about the policing your living area. Heard the guy from Oakland PD, California, who just granted his way of living out from his town just in case of personal safety. Yeah, I get it, but you know, I have friends that they still live in town. They still live in the town. I moved because I just wanted to live someplace different. But so all right, let's keep going. I'm gonna try to catch up, and then we'll get to Yuki. John Pride, an American police officer is superstitious, and what kind of superstitious do you know? I'm not really. Well, I guess I am a little superstitious. I don't want a black cat to cross my path. I don't walk underneath a ladder. So yeah, I guess I am superstitious. You got to be as a cop. What is your favorite dish? Probably taquitos, chicken, basically chicken tacos. Hey Chris, come over to Kansas when the wind chill is negative. No, there's no reason to be in that. That's why I love California. Fail, first attempt in learning. Yes, Saber, exactly. And sometimes it's hard to swallow that pill. It's hard to swallow the fail pill. But we got to do it if we want to move on, because you just don't know what other... While one door closes, you just don't know what other doors will open. And I will tell you what, some doors got slammed in my face just recently, and it's okay because some other good things happened. And I'm keeping those kind of quiet right now, but some good things have just recently happened, and they just reminded me that, yeah, so... okay, don't tell us you're going to retire, Max. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to retire, but there may be some different things coming around the corner. It's not coffee with cops, it's juice with cops. That's right. Why did the world get messed up when I became an adult? Right? Which Green Lantern? Hal Jordan. There's only one Green Lantern. That's Hal Jordan. I like Kilowog, though. Kilowog is my favorite non-Hal Jordan, but Hal Jordan's my favorite. I love Hal Jordan. Okay, so we got caught up on the actual chat stream. Let's put Yuki through, Fox.
Okay, and then when we're done with Yuki, we got some Discord questions.
Okay, cool. And we'll be cutting it in. Let me see what we started at 10:30.
Yeah.
So it's 11:30 now. So yeah, so we got about 20 more minutes. Cool. Yuki, are you there?
I am always here behind you. In fact, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in your walls. Nah, I'm a bit.
How you doing?
I'm a bit tipsy right now, but yeah, I'm alright. I was drinking some chocolate, so I'm a bit hyperactive. So.
All right. Well, good thing.
Yeah. I actually came on because first of all, I want to say hi.
Well, hello.
But thanks to Josh from Only Cops, he basically just told you what I was gonna tell you. Yes, there has been a actual update to the AI nVidia not.
Cool.
I played it. I have supported this edition. I think he told you about how they already changed the AI, and yes, they actually do. You know how SWAT 4 AI works, right?
How SWAT 4 AI works?
Yeah, specifically for the suspects.
Not really, to be honest with you.
Never mind that, but yeah, they don't exactly. Well, they rather they still go to you. Let's say if you shoot if fire a gun, like fire a gun in the crime scene, in the crime scene, well, in the AO. The suspects will now hunt you down rather like they will like look and see like where you're last seen, like whether or not you make sounds or something like that.
Oh, really?
That's like, but I guess that's like another thing as well is that the suspects they don't like run around that much now. They don't walk very fast.
About time.
And also they don't like headshot you all the time. They're not always accurate. So some like teenager who has like a gun won't exactly just headshot you when you walk in.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, it is about time. It took them a year actually to fix that. I'm actually quite happy with them for them to actually figure it out now.
Well, it probably took them a year, and it probably took them a year in our complaining of their game.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be honest with you. I've been talking a lot of like junk about their game, like with other people as well. And when you get to the point where you actually start to compliment them, it feels weird, you know. And it's like, why it feels so weird to do it? that type of feeling.
Right.
But yeah, putting Ready Now aside, because I'm pretty sure you'll probably play it now. And I mean, when the update comes out, I heard you were getting supported edition.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna work on getting a supported edition. Yeah.
Okay. If you do, then yeah, maybe we could do co-op together then.
All right, I'm all for that.
I have to know that you are. Okay, so some actual questions that I want to ask you.
Okay.
I want to ask you about how detectives. Okay, let's say usually like you know how when it comes to like situations where detectives like collect enough like evidence. Now I'm not exactly sure on how they work, but there is a certain point where they would need to call like backup, as in like SWAT. Am I correct? How do they exactly like work hand in hand together? Like how does that work?
Well, SWAT will only be called if there's a tactical situation. So like last night, the SWAT team got activated because the actual call went beyond the resources of patrol. So patrol got to a certain point where it was now starting to become a little bit more dangerous than they should be handling because it was a barricade suspect. So at that point in time, because we have certain protocols in place, SWAT will be activated and then they'll take over the situation and then it becomes theirs. And then from there, you know, the plans are made, how they're going to get the suspect into custody. And then, yeah, it literally goes from that point of most SWAT activations, what people don't realize is that SWAT activations will come from patrol saying, we're done, and we can't go any further.
I see. So what about, like, those, like, high-risk warrants?
Yeah, exactly. So if a detective they're serving a warrant, and it's something that they think SWAT needs to do, and that's, our team serves tons of warrants for detectives. We just serve the warrant, we make the location safe, and then that's it. Once it's rendered safe, we hand over the location to the detectives, and we leave. We don't stick around. We leave, and they do their thing.
Oh, you guys don't like but for what if like the area might be still dangerous? Like let's say like there's this possibility that someone might come up and like.
No, we have left people for this outside security, but. When we leave a location, that location is safe. Now, they're not to say that someone can't come back, but generally detectives aren't going to be alone. There's going to be a slew of police cars there.
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a few cops. So I would highly doubt a bad guy would come back to try to do anything. Matter of fact, I never heard of any bad guys ever coming back because when they know we're there, they know we're there.
Yeah. That's just a random question. It's like something that I might what you call it. I'm basically taking notes as we speaking right now because I'm asking this for something I've been working on. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Another question I want to ask as well is, now I'm not really good with radio communications, so I want to ask you that. Okay, I'm not sure how familiar you are with LAPD. Their radios, because like every department from what I've understood has different like call signs, different meanings, different like yeah.
Yeah.
But when I listen to a radio, when the dispatcher says something like RD, like Robert, David, and then they put like a number code afterwards, like a 3-digit or 4-digit code, depending on like, what does that exactly mean?
An RD is a reporting district, so basically it's a geographical area. So when based on the RD number, we know exactly where that area is at. So if it's RD, for like every city has, I can't say every city has an RD, but our city is broken up into RD. So if they say RD37, I know exactly which way to start heading because I know where RD37 is at.
Oh, I see. So, I see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now because okay. And okay, I think I know what incident report is. It's kind of obvious because they always mention it. The dispatcher always mentions it at the end of the broadcast. So that's I can put that one aside. Thank you for that because that actually helps me a lot now.
Okay.
So, did they actually by any chance, I'm not sure about LA, but did they actually like are these like RD maps like open for the public to access?
Yeah, I don't. There's no secret on that. I mean, it's just yeah. So I think you can request a copy of an RD map.
Okay, that'll be useful. Actually, okay, I think I know how to do it. Okay, it's fine. Another question I might want to ask too, because this is actually the first time I'm actually asking you about like actual police stuff. Because mostly because I'm actually I'm writing something, so I want to like get the right information as much as I can. By any chance, I'm not sure you do, but is it okay if I ask you? And I don't know if I should say this on stream. I don't know if this is like if it's not okay, that maybe cop it out. I guess you can actually do. But when it comes to like consultants, yeah. Is it possible? Like, I'm not sure how easy it is. I'm not sure like who to contact exactly. I'm kind of like, how do I say it? I'm kind of anxious to just hit up like LAPD's mail thing and just say, hey, is it possible to get a consultant? I'm not sure if that's how it works. So figure I would ask you about this. Do you know like anyone like from the LAPD that might be like willing to be a consultant?
Consultant like for what?
Basically like give me like whether like how do I say it, like fact checks or like not just fact checks but just like a general like understanding of like procedure and all that stuff. Like the questions I'm asking may be like very very like it can be very very confidential too. So that's why I'm like because I'm writing like a novel to be specific, and yes, there's also like a few illustrations already I can show you later on if you want. But the novel itself. It's based on like LAPD, but I'm not gonna. But I don't use like actual Los Angeles. It's like a fictionalized city,
right?
Fictionalized LA. So I'm more curious if you could like if you do know anyone that could provide like some consulting for that, because like the story itself centers around law enforcement, like a law enforcement agency, specifically LAPD.
I don't. I mean, I have friends that are LAPD. I could. We could.
Don't know if they would. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be individual persons, like if they wanted. Yeah. So.
Because I've been like, I used to have someone for LASD, but I've lost their contact. They deleted the Discord, so I could not find their new Discord.
Oh yeah. No, but I can reach out to some of my friends and see if they're willing to talk to you.
And yeah, if they're curious on what exactly I'm up to, I can show them everything from what I'm working to everything to show them that and no, I'm not from US. I'm clearly like an outsider.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and we'll talk offline. Okay, we'll talk in Discord.
Yeah, because this is more like stuff that I don't think it should be on stream matter.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I appreciate you for answering that. Oh yeah, a question from a friend of mine. In fact, she is interested to know that. When it comes to detective work, back to detective questions. Are they okay? Hold on, let me check. Let me read it again. How often is it that detectives spend their time in the office as compared to going out and investigating crime scenes?
It just all depends on the actual caseload, because you got detectives that get very little time at their desks, while other detectives get a lot of time at their desks. So really just all, because you're talking like if you got someone who does financial crimes, they're spending a lot of time on their desk, as opposed to someone who's robbery homicide, they're going to be out in the field a lot. So it just really all depends on the caseload that you're assigned to.
I see. That's okay. So like robbery homicide. Okay, that's nice. Okay, that's good to know as well, because I didn't know that either. I think that's good enough. Yeah, thanks for answering them, Chris.
Cool, man. Well,
nice to hear your voice again, because it's been a while since we spoke as well. I think it was back in August we spoke, actually.
Yeah, and it's just because I've been busy. So, but yeah.
I've been busy too, personally. I've been busy with my own stuff too. I can understand. Oh yeah. One more question. Have you played what was this new game? You played Dark Souls, right?
Played what?
You played Dark Souls, right?
Yeah.
Two Dark Souls, yeah. Have you played Elden Ring yet?
Have I played what?
Elden Ring. So.
No, I haven't. I bought it. I haven't played it yet.
Oh, okay. You should actually, because all my friends said you should play it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to play it. I just haven't had a chance. Dude, I have had zero chance on doing too much. You guys are actually lucky I'm here right now, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I felt too. Like, damn, okay, Chris is something. I was just like getting my chocolate drink. I checked on YouTube. I was like, wait, Chris is live?
Right?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go on.
Yeah, your guys.
I was like, because a few days ago I was wondering, like, wait, yeah, Chris, where's Chris? I haven't heard of Chris like in a while now.
Yeah.
I've checked out. The last time I saw you were like singing The Walking Dead. Telltale Games The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I was like wondering, like, oh, this is what you've been up to. I see. And then like that was it. And I just like you just didn't show up on my feed again. That's why.
Cool. Yeah. We'll definitely talk offline.
Yeah. We'll talk about that whole LAPD thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I'll be waiting then.
Cool.
Thanks for talking once more, Chris.
All right, Yuki.
Bye bye.
All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks for coming. We got any others, Fox?
We got Flory here.
Oh, Flory. Okay.
Hi, Chris. 2 questions. What do you think about the SWAT dice game you've been playing on your Discord channel? And one day, would you help me to make a patrol officer dice game?
A control officer?
Because this dice game is just SWAT, you know?
So,
SWAT officer.
Oh, patrol officer. Patrol, I heard that wrong.
Dice game one day.
Okay, so first thing is, I like the dice game because when I played, it was fun. And I kind of started getting into it, so that was fun. And yes, I'm definitely willing to help you with the patrol game.
Awesome, because I've been thinking about it, and the patrol officer dice game is much more complex, probably.
Yeah.
Because as a patrol officer, you could basically get into these high-risk situations that are SWAT-ish, basically. But you could also write parking tickets. And I've been thinking about this. What would be a fun way to make a parking ticket minigame in a game? And that would be difficult.
No, I would definitely be willing to help you.
Cool, thanks.
All right. Hey, Fox. I don't know. I don't even know how to begin the search. But Broly's asking if I could search for his question in chat. I wouldn't even know how to do that.
He says, if a dangerous animal escapes the zoo, are cops allowed to use lethal force or only meant to tranquilize the animal?
We don't have tranquilizers.
Many years ago, cops were ordered to kill many escaped animals.
We don't have tranquilizers, and I don't even know if our animal control has tranquilizers. So if there were dangerous animals that posed a danger to someone, lethal force could be used. I'm not going to let some animal kill or hurt someone. So yeah, that's just unfortunately that's just the way it is. Got anybody else? What's that?
We got Garrett and then Brady Kilman.
Okay, so then that'll be our last 2 because I think we're coming up right on the 11 or the 12 o'clock mark. So, all right, let's next one.
Hello, Garrett.
Hey, Garrett, you there? Garrett.
All right.
All right, let's get Brady.
Okay, let's get Brady.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Brady?
Okay, I was watching when Nicholas Cruz, the Parkland shooter, Martin Stone, Douglas.
I'm sorry, you were watching what?
The Nicholas Cruz trial.
Nicholas Cruz trial. I don't recall which one that is.
Parkland shooter.
Okay.
And I've noticed how the family members get up here so calmly and talk about this piece of, I'm trying not to swear, but talk about the piece of garbage. And I noticed how Nick, how do I put this, the suspect, or, well, not a suspect, but he's a prisoner, technically.
Okay.
How they get up there so calmly. I'm like, there is no way I can get up there so calmly without wanting to beat the you-know-what out of the guy, out of the kid.
Well, that's the difference, is that we don't have that luxury. We have to maintain, we got to maintain our composure. That's what the public expects out of us, and while it's very difficult at times, that's why we do what we do, because not everyone can do it.
Yeah. And he still got life in prison, which I think was stupid, but
yeah, I know, trust me, I know.
How's that supposed to work anyway, the death penalty?
What do you mean, how's it supposed to work?
I mean, like, instead of, like, lethal injection, we should go, like, back to the firing squads around the country.
Well, unfortunately, remember that the Eighth Amendment, the Fifth and Eighth Amendment dictate cruel and inhumane penalties for people who have been convicted of crimes. So each state has to decide for themselves what they feel that to be, and not all states have the death penalty because of the fact that it's a state thing that they have to decide upon. So yeah, it's that's going to be probably the debate for decades to come on what is the when we do have someone that we need to execute, how do we go about doing that in a humane way, even though that they did not murder people in a humane way. They have to be they got to be executed in a humane way. I mean, it is the genius of our system, and that's why America has probably one of the best criminal justice systems. While flawed, it has one of the best criminal justice systems in the world. And once again, I will say it's flawed, but it's the genius of our forefathers that put all of this together.
Yeah.
So
I got another solution, but I got another solution to that. The death penalty. How about one bullet per victim?
Yeah, but once again, it's from a law enforcement perspective, I have to support the I gotta support the laws that have been passed, and while there's some laws I don't agree with, it's not my place to decide, pick and choose, so it's equal enforcement for everyone, and I truly believe that.
I got a video idea for you. The dumbest laws in all 50 states.
Yeah, you can actually do a podcast series on that.
Oh, that'd be fun. I got a couple for Kansas. No, not to know the snowballs in Topeka. I'm like, you guys are idiots. You know that? Party poopers?
Yeah, I know. Trust me, we got ours in California.
I'm like, no pissing in public. Well, like, if you gotta go, you gotta go. I've done that before. Piss on the side of the highway. I've done that before.
Oh, there's a difference though. What that law was meant for is someone just peeing out in public, not trying to show themselves, but that was done for a specific reason. You got to remember, most laws have been made laws because someone did something. So you got to remember that. But
who would have thought about peeing out in the middle of the highway?
Well, there you know. I'm sure there are people who do. All right.
I've done it.
Cool. Hey man.
You gotta work.
Yeah, I'm actually gotta get ready. I'm cutting the stream here in a few minutes. So I'm gonna definitely get my outro. So yes, I gotta get actually ready for work. So I definitely thanks for joining Brady. I appreciate that. All right.
Stay safe tonight. Eat a donut for me.
I'm sure. Okay, I'll try to. We'll see. All right. Thanks, man. Take it easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have come to the end of our hour-and-a-half stream of Coffee with the Cop. Don't forget to join us in 2 weeks, where hopefully the boys from Only Cops, Josh, I know usually is good for joining us, but we'll see if maybe Whiskey 68 can, and we'll get them on camera, and you guys can ask them questions as opposed to just listening to me. Fox likes to do this version of Coffee with the Cops on the first Saturday that we do Coffee with the Cops each month, And then the other Saturdays, we have the boys from Only Cop. Well, we actually have other cops join us, which are usually Josh and Bill from Only Cops. Could be SWAT Theory, Whiskey 68, and hopefully Jet will be joining us again. And sometimes we have some unexpected guests, like we had the Russian guy who was freaking awesome. And maybe we'll get Night Cop 35 back on here. And yeah, so it's always cool stuff. And I'm hoping to join Only Cops next Tuesday on their live stream at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you want to head on over to their channel, give them a like and sub. And they put on a great show. Once again, I'm always a big proponent of their content because of some of the stuff that you ask me to do that I can't do right now, they're currently doing. They're great. Their commentary is awesome. Josh and Bill are awesome. Producer Juan's awesome. So you definitely want to head on over there and give them a sub and like. Don't forget to head on over to Whiskey 68. The guy is freaking awesome. I love his content, and it makes me laugh. Gamer X, another great guy. He takes my content and he makes it into these funny shorts, which, man, I am rolling. The stuff he puts together is just, it's great. The little blurbs and the animations, oh my gosh, it makes for a great story. So, but thanks again, everyone, for joining me. I definitely appreciate the super chat today. This is episode 47, and I think we're going to call this episode 47 season 2, and we'll jump on to maybe doing season 3 at the beginning of January and starting off with episode 1 again. We'll see, though. Maybe we'll just keep it going concurrently. I know Fox kind of likes that, so, but we got a lot of cool stuff going on, ladies and gentlemen. And definitely, please head on over to Discord, because we're going to be doing the 12 days of Christmas, and I plan on giving away something on the 12 days of Christmas. So if you're interested, and I'm able to send you something like a Steam key, a stream game, something like that, then head on over there, make sure in Discord, and we're going to have some different things going on in Discord for all of you. And this is going to be co-op. December is going to be co-op December, so don't be surprised if all of a sudden you're playing Among Us, maybe SWAT 4, blah 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 blah, who knows. But all right, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, and I do appreciate it. Nothing but love. Without you, I would not be here. So once again, thanks. And remember, this channel is just about showing you that cops are regular people too. So take care of yourself, take care of one another. We can make the world a better place by just helping one person at a time. That could be with a simple smile or a nice comment. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris the Cop reminding all of you, peace. Thanks again, guys.
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
So, what did you want to say, Star?
It's Star. I just want to say thanks for joining stream and goodbye. That was it. I just wanted to end stream.
There you go, guys. Just when you think we're over. Thanks, Star. God, that was awesome. All right, now we're ending. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace.